Good morning, good evening, and another good evening. Time check, it is currently 10:03 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time, and you know what that means? It means it's another episode of INCRadio Hawaii Pacific. Good morning again. Hello, I am Brother Joshua Galang. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again. Thank you to all of those who are tuning in, watching, listening. You put your phone down on the side while you're washing dishes, finishing up after dinner, whatever it is. Thank you so much for listening to our voice, and we appreciate you very much. But again, I'm Brother Joshua Galang, one of your hosts. Wait, who's my co-host? Well, anyway, I am one of your hosts in the broad spectrum of us as hosts in INC Radio. And next to me are two guests. So the two guests are outnumbering the hosts right now. It's usually the opposite one. So I think I'm going to get interviewed today. Okay, what are your questions? Oh, that was a statement. that was like sister. I can't say her name yet because she didn't introduce herself. When you were like, "Oh, we're ready. Are we ready?" But welcome. You know, it's gonna be a great show today. The title of our topic is career in. I can't say it because they need to talk about it because when we say the career name, you already know what it's gonna be about. But you see, Ate, I can't say her name. So I'll just have them introduce themselves first so that I can stop censoring myself. Let's begin to the person that is next to me. Sister, could you tell me who you are? Where you're from? Like, not who you are. Like, don't tell me your life story. Tell me, what is your name? Where are you from? And a fun fact about yourself.
Um, I told the viewers, I'm Sister Anna Pashan. I'm from the local congregation of Oviedo Beach, hashtag CWA.
Oh, wow.
And my fun fact about me, I love to travel.
Do you? What was the last place that you've traveled to?
Japan.
What?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool. I've never been to Japan. How would you describe it in 3 words? Okay. Amazing. Excited and ready to learn? No. That's really cool. What is your favorite place that you've ever traveled to?
Let's see. France, Canada,
Ben,
or
Ben?
Switzerland. Yeah.
You've been to Switzerland?
Yes.
That's so cool. Was it during when it was like cold?
Oh, that was before COVID.
No, not COVID. When it was like winter time?
Oh, no.
Cold? Not the cold like the flu. No, no. He did it? Oh, I'm sorry. When it was
No, it was during summer.
okay. Was it really hot?
No, it's not. It's actually like our version of winter time.
No way.
It
Wow.
was fun.
I need to be there. Very cool. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Sister Anna, for being here. And the sister that is next to you, could you please tell us who you are, where you're from, and a fun fact about yourself?
Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm Sister Marigold Manalo from the locale of Kunia. And I
What's
feel
your
like,
hashtag?
I'm sorry,
What's the hashtag?
hashtag KUNIA.
Oh, she said the whole thing, not the 3-letter code. She said the entire one. So all of those from Kunia, hashtag the entire name tonight. It's just 2 more letters. It's just 2 more letters. We'll check on the YouTube link. Okay, we'll see if yeah. Anyway, what is your fun fact?
I feel like Sister Anna is actually reading my mind because her answer was going to be mine,
Really?
which is traveling as well. And then she also said Switzerland.
Mm.
So it was going to be the same answer. we just got back from there like a few weeks ago.
From Switzerland.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
What was it like to be there in a whole different country?
It was our first time in Europe.
Oh,
So I was just talking to Brother Ed about it. What are your 2 stars in a wish?
mm,
So like 2 stars would be like your favorite about your trip, and then your wish would be like, what else do you like wish, right? So my wish was I wish we went sooner.
Ooh, wow. That's very cool. I like that 2 stars. I like
know,
that. I like when they talk about like positives and deltas, what I'm talking about in school. If they were talking about that. No.
That one.
So it's like to get rid of that connotation of negativity. So it's like 2 stars, something that you're happy about, but
Yes.
there's also something that you also want in the
Yes.
future. So I like that. I really like that. Can you do me a favor, just pull the mic close? Thank you very much. They want to hear more of you. So don't break it. No, I'm joking. You can pull it all the way to the edge of the desk, and then again. No, you can. It's okay. I promise you.
Okay.
No, it's just sticky at the bottom. That's okay. It's so that it can like the adhesive can stay down. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. Anyway, that's so cool. So both of you guys really like traveling. That's great because I also love traveling. I just traveled from Waipahu to Pro City to fill up my car with gas. Beautiful place. You know, did you know that place is a city? And then I went to Kapolei today.
That's
So
another
good.
city. Yeah.
That is another city. It was hot, and then it was also hot. And it was just hot. That's cool. I want to go to Japan, and I also want to go to Switzerland. If you guys can, have you been to Japan out there?
I have.
Okay, if you can pick between Japan or Switzerland, which one would you pick?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Mhm.
I have my answer.
I'm
too.
sorry.
Okay, talking for I'm gonna go. Mm,
I would say Switzerland
okay,
because people in Europe tend to be more social.
really? I did not know that. Very cool. Okay, Sister Anna.
I was gonna say depending on my age.
Okay.
So I guess around this time I want to go to Japan because we do a lot of walking. So like I can still do that.
You're
I
right.
want to go to Japan and just explore other cities. Because like only games is Tokyo and Osaka, so
Mm.
I want to go to other places in Japan. I guess more towards the nature rather than the area.
Ooh, okay, very cool. Well, I know we have the upcoming video meet and greet that's held in August. So if you want to go, I don't know how Nagoya is, but it's a place, it's a place you've never been to. Ah, see, there you go. You should go. Thank you very much. Sign up, register. But again, today we are talking about a career in, I'm just gonna say it, Air Force. Both of our sisters are uh, in the Air Force, and they're going to talk about their career, what it is, what made them decide to join, the things that they've learned of being um, in this career field. So it's going to be really cool. So we'll start off with our questions. There's 3 questions, 2 sub questions, and we want to hear all about it from one of you guys, whoever wants to answer first. The question is now, how did you get into the Air Force? We'll ask you since this is your first time. Yes.
So funny story.
Okay,
It
I'm
actually
ready.
started when my brother Carl from my school.
Mm.
And brother Nap, they were joking about taking the test.
Oh, the
I
ASVAB?
didn't get ASVAB. And I was like, I should challenge myself. Maybe I'll do better than that. So I felt more competitive. So during that time, brother Nap actually mentioned, oh, there's this sister that recently graduated from recruiting. I think that was
I was there.
well, actually, at the Marigold, our sister Marigold. So he's like, "Oh, I'll connect you." So I reached out to her, and I'm so grateful it was her because she's very patient. I was indecisive during that time because I know that joining the military, there's a lot of sacrifices you have to give up. But then, I was very blessed because even though I was hesitant, I reached out to Brother Bruno. He was the district minister during that time, and the advice that he gave me is do your devotional prayer, and if it's for you, God will grant it. So I did my prayer, and I went through the whole process, even though I just wanted to challenge myself, and I was kind of like stuck because my career that time was nursing, and I was like, it's not working out for me. I was going to school.
Oh, going to school.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't think this is for me. So I wanted to try something different. So I pushed for it, and yeah, here I am. I'm in the Air Force.
How long ago was this?
I think it's about 11 years ago.
11 years ago that you
11,
took the
12.
ASVAB?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
And how long you been in service?
Yeah, 12 years ago. Like I
Oh,
took,
that's
I
the
took
same
it 12
thing.
years ago. Yeah,
Okay.
12 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah, so
wow. Okay, very cool.
almost the same time. Yeah,
Very
it was
cool.
pretty quick. Like the transition from
That
when I
turnover
signed
rate
up to
from
when I
nursing
got my
to-
orders, I think it was like 3 months.
3 months.
It was
So
fast. I
you're-
was surprised. I was like,
Oh.
oh, I guess this is meant for me. I'm going.
Very cool. And was this the challenge that you were looking for?
I was worried because being in choir, it's we're dedicated our time, and it scares me to miss the worship service. But like I said, I was blessed that God guided me because I was still able to perform my duty when I was in tech school.
Wow,
Yeah, I
that's
was
really great.
yeah, and I met a sister who was actually picking me up and taking me to the practices.
Really?
So yeah, even though she's not a choir, she was willing to like take me to
What?
practices.
Shout out to that
Yeah,
sister.
yeah,
That's so nice.
yeah.
Okay, very good story. Funny as well. You said funny story,
Yeah.
so it was funny. Ate, you've spoken about your career before, um, but it has been time since your show, and maybe the people watching right now want to hear about your story again. And so let's hear about it. How did you get into the Air Force?
So I actually started my military career with the Hawaii Army National Guard. So I was 17, straight out of high school. I joined when I was a senior, and
Oh,
then
senior.
a senior in high school,
Whoa.
2001.
Whoa.
You guys must have been.
I was just born.
No.
Yeah,
Now I feel so
what
old.
month? What month?
March.
That's what I was going. Wow.
You were born when I joined?
Yes.
Wow.
When you were a senior in high school. That's wow.
Just call me Ate.
Okay.
Call me
Auntie. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you. Thank you, Auntie. Oh boy.
And then
Okay.
so I did my first contract, which is 6 years.
Mm.
Funny enough, I joined March 2001, and then 9/11 happened.
Mm.
And then 2 years into that, we were deployed.
Mhm.
So we were supporting the Operation Iraqi Freedom. We were gone for a year, came back, and then I went straight into college.
Mm.
And then at the time when my contract came up, I decided to, I didn't really know much about the Air National Guard, like the Air Force aspect of it, which is part-time. Because I was really looking forward to using your GI Bill, which is like your educational benefits,
Mhm.
Because you don't want to leave college, right, with like such a large student loan.
Mhm.
So I decided to join back in, but on the air side this time, and that was 2007, and I've been with them ever since.
Wow. Okay. I know we spoke about this before. What was the transition like from one branch into another?
It's a little bit easier because you're pretty familiar already with like what your expectations are, what how the military works and things like that. I'm pretty sure she was a lot more apprehensive and maybe more nerve-wracking for her because not having any prior experience, right, would really scare you, and you're joining the military and you're seeing things in the news, and you kind of put yourself in that kind of position, so you're like, am I doing the right thing, kind of thing. So it was a little bit easier.
Okay. Did you have to go through basic training again?
No.
Oh,
So
you did not.
anybody that's transferring from different branches going into the Air Force do not need to go back to training.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
You just need to get certified in your new job.
But if it's the other way around, Air Force trying to get into other
Yes.
branches.
So join Air Force.
So, I know there's different PT requirements. Is that correct? For different branches.
Yeah.
What is it? What was it like for you guys? I'm sure there's different scales now from when you first enlisted. And
It's
when
actually being revamped. at
is
the
it?
moment.
Again,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
always.
It's always been just seeing how like the current generation, if
Yeah.
that's
But
the word.
it's like Air Force criteria,
Mhm.
so it's not so bad compared to the Marines or.
Right. Right.
You can do it.
Yeah, we
Everyone
can.
else
We can.
can
I
do
mean,
it.
Cool. The next question actually talks about something that you touched upon, which was in 2007 you wanted to get back into college, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
The question is, how has joining the military benefited you? There's two. One that talks about career lifestyle. Let's talk about career first. Going back into college, and if you want to speak about this as well, would you go into college? while
Yes.
you're- Okay, perfect. For both of you guys, I'll ask this to you, Sister Anna, first. When it came to being enlisted, but also going to college, how does that work? And how was the scheduling?
So when I joined, I enlisted as a client systems technician initially. So that was my job. They're kind of like the geek squad.
Oh, the Geek Squad.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, I was
That's a
at
company.
kind
Did you want to? Never
yeah,
mind.
no. But yeah, so I was in Wailuku, locale of Maui.
Mm.
Now we called Maui. I was in Maui. Yeah, 292nd Combat Comm Operations Squadron. I forgot already. So that from there my career started in the
Okay.
in that industry, and then I transferred to Honolulu at 201st Air Operations Group, and that's where I started my cybersecurity field.
Mm.
Yeah. During that time, the transition, I was actually working and going to school at the same time, and like Sister Marigold said, I was taking advantage of the benefit that the Air Force had given us, the educational benefit. So I was going through Western Governors University. It's online, so it was kind of easy for me to flex my schedule between church, school, and work at the same time. Yeah, so it wasn't so bad. I mean,
Okay.
looking back now, it wasn't so bad, but during those times, yeah, I was maximizing all my classes because I wanted to graduate as soon as
Wow.
possible. So I finished like all, I think, 60 credits within like 2 years or what.
Oh.
Yeah, because you can do that with being in online school. So yeah, that was my career.
Okay.
Very driven.
Yeah. Very.
As far as like having worked with her in the past,
Mhm.
she's actually my first
Yeah, I'm gonna
class
say
recruit.
Are you
I
serious?
was.
Wow.
Yeah, she
Congratulations.
graduated from
Oh.
recruiting. I forgot to mention that. Yeah,
Wow.
I was her very first.
Wow. Right, because you mentioned it, in your story that she was the one. How did that come about? How did you hear about Sister Anna? You were like, haha,
No,
my first one.
no, it was Brother Nev.
Right.
Yeah,
She
he
connected. He
yeah,
connected.
he
There you
connected
go.
us.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
You were just like lurking in the corner.
I know, right? My target
My
for
target.
worship service.
You just said it. Never mind. Wow. Okay. Cybersecurity. Very
Yes.
interesting. So is that something that you still?
Oh yes, yeah. I still work I work as a cybersecurity analyst. Well, it's kind of a broad career, but my main job right now is a vulnerability assessment analyst at Indo-Picom. But for my part-time, I was on to you earlier, right?
Yeah.
Like guard is like a part-time, we only drill 1 week in a month.
Right.
So I work as cyber system operations. It's kind of like the same, but one is like hands-on keyboard operations, the other one is like guidance policy. It's more of the boring stuff. So yeah, that's where I ended up, from being the help desk answering phone calls to like now dealing with management and policies and all that.
Wow.
Yeah, that
Very
transition.
cool. How long have you been doing that now? Because you said you graduated in 2 years.
Mhm.
Or yeah, within 2 years.
Yeah.
How long ago was that? How long have you been doing that?
In cybersecurity, I've been doing it since 2019. So yeah, well, like 5. I don't know my
Yeah, 5,
calculations.
almost 6 years.
Yeah, sure.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and how do you feel about it? That's not the boring stuff, right? The other stuff is the boring stuff.
Oh no, I mean they're both
Boring.
no, they're both fun. I both love doing them because you constantly grow and you're always learning new things. Like you get to learn about like, oh yeah, what happened now with the cyber attack, like the Weiner lines.
Mhm.
Yeah, sorry,
Oh,
but
cool.
but yeah, it gets so
Interesting stuff, yeah.
exciting, right? Interesting stuff. Like it gets you kind of keep up with the technology and like what's going on around you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. But I went from like sorry, I just want to say this, like being in the Air Force, like I didn't know I would end up where I am right now. I remember as I go, I was like, "You're gonna put me on that career? Like I don't know anything about computers."
We have to tell that story.
Okay, let's hear
We went back and forth on that because I was like, I don't know, because I really want to go to medical field. That was my main goal. Like I want to go to medical field so I can finish nursing. And she's like, "No, just take it."
So basically, when we were just starting off her process, it was like she was very determined to get into medical because a lot of our jobs are very marketable on the civilian side.
Right.
So she wanted medical and she was set on that. And then when I saw her ASVAB scores, you're like, "You're very good with computers. Are you sure you don't want to give it a chance?" And she's like, "I want medical." And then So she kind of waited around to see if there's a vacancy that would eventually open.
Mhm.
And still, because medical is so highly sought, you kind of have to wait. So she was waiting for a while, and I said, Sister Anna, I don't think you're ready to join yet.
Mm.
And then I think that kind of like flipped the switch, and she was like, no.
Yeah, ready.
I'll try it out.
Wow.
And then it just she stayed
Yeah.
in that course
Yeah.
throughout all these years.
You reverse psychology her.
It worked though.
Yeah. So every person, you're not ready. I am. Very cool. But I know that didn't come from a place of like recruiting. Okay, very cool. For you at the now, Auntie, sorry. Oh.
Oh, no.
I'm joking. I'm sorry. um, for you, going to college, what was that career? It's the same thing for you. Like it's split like part time and then.
Yes.
Okay. What is that you studied for, and what is that career that it led you to?
So that's another story.
Here we
But
go.
basically, one thing that's good about the military is that they're very supportive of your personal life, like your personal goals, like anything that you want to achieve, they want to be like a stepping stone for you. So that's why they offer like the tuition assistance. You even get an allowance just by showing up to class, that kind of thing. So that alleviates like a lot of the financial burden, right? So I was at the time I was getting my nursing degree, and then there are times too in a semester where you have to do your clinicals on a weekend. And our commitment as part timers in the military is you have to participate in drill 1 week in a month, which is actually tomorrow and Sunday
Oh, okay.
for us. Yes, so
Yes.
we work all week this week, and they would let me off. Like I wouldn't show up to drill, and then they would give me different days to just make it up afterwards. So it's that in itself, like it is a blessing because you don't necessarily find jobs like that will allow you to be that flexible.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow. So, did you pull through with nursing? Are you?
So
Are you nurse?
I kind of say that I got my degree, license,
Okay.
but when I graduated, it was recession. It was 2010, and a lot of the baby boomers that were set to retire didn't, so they didn't vacate the position.
I see.
And here in Hawaii, it was very very competitive. So a lot of my friends left. They went to Texas or whatnot. I decided to stay, and then the guard offered me a full-time job.
Oh.
But I had panata
Mhm.
because I knew that nursing and recruiting, these lines will never move.
Mhm.
So I would have to leave one over the other behind. And that was a struggle for me because I put in so much effort into attaining my degree, and now I'm not going to use it,
Mhm.
But I talked to everyone, but at the end of it all, like I spoke to God a lot, and I begged, like, please, like, tell me which path I should take. So it worked out because I'm still in after 12 years.
Maybe you can go back and you.
Yeah,
Yeah. Go back
Yeah.
nursing.
no one will trust me at this point.
What is this? Wow, that's a great story. I like that a lot. Cool. Okay. After you found out that you were going to pursue recruiting instead of nursing, how did that make you feel? And what was the process in order to get into your field now?
It's a little bit different because when the opening was announced, um, basically, I was already working within the group of that. So my boss was like, we like you, we want you to apply. And that was kind of my sign. Yeah. So I went for it, and then so I competed, and then I was one of the people that were selected. Yeah. So I stuck with it, and to this day, I still let God, just decide things for me. You can pray for your goals and what you want to achieve, but I still, wait for His final decision. If this is something that you would like me to pursue, like I will pursue it.
I like that. Yes, because a lot of the times we're told and reminded and admonished that we have our own goals, yes, our own aspirations, the things that we want to achieve, but are those the things that God wants us to achieve?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I like that. You're letting God dictate where you should go, the path that you should take. Very good. And keeping that tone of faith in our show right now, there's a lot of obligations that you both have, both one to your job, but also as enlisted members. How do you manage that time, organize your schedule to ensure that our priority above all is always our faith? How do you guys do that? Who's trying?
Um, for me, I always put my duty first,
Mhm.
right? Having that mindset to say everything else is just gonna fall into place.
Mm.
I'm an overthinker, but I have to remind myself sometimes, like, hey, it's gonna be okay. Like, if things are not right, like me, because I transferred from the unit in Maui to Oahu, which makes everything better for me when it comes to my schedule. So sometimes I'll be like running from my work. Like tomorrow we have drill, right? So from 4:30, and then I have to be at the chapel at 4:30 to prepare for our drill for choir.
Worship.
Yeah, sometimes that's difficult, but with my leadership being flexible, I just have to talk to them like, hey, is it okay?
Mhm.
And they usually let me go. So that kind of makes it easy for me. But yeah, like I feel like what Sister Marigold was saying, like um what you wish for sometimes and what you hope for to happen. I feel like God have other plans for you and it just falls into place as long as you put your duty first and you put Him first. Everything else will just fall into place. Like you, like looking back, it feels like He paved the path for me at least. Like feels like He paved the path that I didn't even realize. Like, oh yeah, He's been answering my prayers all throughout, and here I am. Right? Yeah.
Like that. We have a thing that Sister Julian and I like to say when we hear stuff like that. It's like, put that on the board. It's like quotes that you're like, really good. I like that. God paved the path for you to walk on. I like that. Very good, very good. That's something that I want to think about and sit in. Another question. This is related to an answer that you made earlier, or in the beginning of your answer, I should say. You mentioned that you're an overthinker. Um, as an overthinker, what helps you? What calms you down? Because I know sometimes we can't calm ourselves down.
Yeah.
Say it's okay, it's okay. Sometimes those words don't work. What helps for you?
I run.
You run.
well, physically, yeah, it kind of calms me down a little bit. But the most important part is pray, right? Because He praying and speaking to Him kind of helps you think what you should do. Like it's like giving you that answer all along, right? It's just right there. You just need to. It's like something that's dropped, but you just have to pick it up. Like it's already given it to you. Like it's just right there, but just beyond reach. So all you need to do is pray and ask Him for that answer and He'll give it to you.
I like that. That was the answer that I was looking for. But that's also wonderful. Put that on the board. I really like that. Yeah, you see that a lot, right? The slam poetry side is coming out. Okay, Ate, for you, we'll answer this question first. The demands of your duties as an enlisted member, but also the demands of your duties as a member of the Church of Christ. How do you balance that, and how do you prioritize church first?
I mean, honestly, it's difficult to balance both sometimes, especially like this time of year. So just depending on the mission and then, your responsibilities at church, you kind of have to just make it work. But I've made it known to my leadership that, my duty and my membership is very important to me. So they're very supportive of that. They know that, this is like my values and my foundation. And they understand that. So anytime that, I have to leave work early to make time for church. And, if the mission allows it, they'll let you go. So that's, just having those people in your workplace is a blessing in itself. And I feel like, like God surrounds you with those type of people. Like he places them, because otherwise, if you're in a different group, like you may not get the same result, right? So you pray for that daily, like you prepare yourself and you pray like your struggles and what your challenges are gonna be, and then you ask for just enlightenment and for things that are outside of your control. So things like that, like people deciding for you what your fate is going to be, but it ends up being in your favor. So and that's one thing, being surrounded by people that will support what you want in life. So they know that, so they're pretty supportive, and I'm blessed in that sense.
I really like that. Two things that I wanted to talk about in your answer. One, God surrounds you with the people that you need to be with, as in your coworkers, the people around you at your work, are supportive, are understanding of your perspective as a member of the Church of Christ. Not only in religion in general, but also the fact that you need to prioritize it. I really like that. The second one, it totally just left my mind. I'm so sorry. But hopefully we can get back to that. Well, that last bit of your answer, it was right there. I forgot it. I'm sorry. You know how your mind just goes, right? I'm sorry. But I know when it comes to, no, there you go. It's just, the train departed. Can't catch up to it anymore. And sometimes it's just like that, and that's okay. But yes, prayer is very important. One of the things that you said in your answer, put that on the board. I can't remember it, recall it, but put that on the board. We're gonna rewatch it later on, and then I'll message you about it. Be like, that's the one that I wanted to talk about. But I really, really like that. Both your answers are really good. And what it boils down to in the end is that you need to communicate it with God. There's there's worries that you have, things that you need to think about, problems that you're facing, and they are out of your control. But who's the one that can control it? Our Almighty God. So you bring that to Him. No? Oh, so good. See, God is so merciful. He allowed me to remember. Another thing that you talked about. Okay, I'm sorry. Another thing that you spoke about in your answer is that you made it clear to them. Said, hey, this is something that I need to prioritize, that I will do because this is your foundation. A thing that that I heard about before, or saying, our faith isn't something that we keep a secret. We are members of the Church of Christ through and through. So when we wake up, and when we go to sleep, and wake up again, even while we're sleeping, you're a member of the Church of Christ, and you display that in what you do. So talking to your leadership, saying, I need to leave early so I can make it to my worship choir. Or when there's other obligations, especially during this time of year, as you mentioned, yes, you need to communicate it. I say, I am a member of the Church of Christ, and these are the things I need to do. And God will make it work. We'll make it happen. I like that. Well, at the Marigold, Anna, thank you so much for being here on INCRadio. It was a blessing to talk to you both.
Thank you so much
you.
for having us.
No, thank you. Is there any questions you have for me? Let me talk now. No, I'm just joking. Before we end our show, thing that we ask always to the guests is, do you have any shout outs that you want to give? You you have none. You have some. I believe so. Because you've mentioned some people in your answers. So it'd be really cool if you can shout them out too. I also shout out the local congregation of Waipahu, because why not? So please, you have any shout outs?
I'll go first. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to all the viewers from Eva Beach, locale of Eva
Only
Beach.
from Eva Beach.
The other congregation. And also, I want to shout out to my brother and my sister-in-law, brother Carl and sister Chanel, and also sister Karen, just waiting for me outside. And everyone else who's watching.
There you go. Thank you. And that's it for you. Any shout outs?
I guess just thank you to everyone for tuning in today and sharing your time with us. So really had fun sharing our story today. Of course, shout out to my amazing locale again with locale of Korea and my mom and dad.
Aw.
And supported husband and just to everybody that's online right now. Thank you for your support.
Your husband is so supportive that not only is he here in the audience, just watching you, he's also on the phone. He's the only audience, but he's also on his phone tuning into INCRadio.
Wow.
So he commented down. Oh, his comment is gone. I'm sorry. But very good shout outs, very great answers, all of them on the board. And snap for both of you guys. Thank you again for being here on the show. The next segment that we have really quickly before we end is some upcoming activities. On July 13th, if I'm not mistaken, that's correct. July 13th, which is tomorrow, overmorrow. That's a word, overmorrow, I think. That is the day after tomorrow. It is our finance special gathering. If you need more information, especially those who are finance, go ahead and ask your local leadership. They shall let you know. On July 26th and 27th, as we all know, that is our anniversary Thanksgiving, celebrating and commemorating the 111th anniversary of the Church of Christ. And on the 27th, the same day of July, in July 27th, is our district baptism. The next day after that is our evangelical mission. So there are a lot of activities that you need to stay updated on. And if there's any changes in venue, times, locations, as we mentioned, speak to your local leadership, any of the CFO officers. They'll be more than willing to help you out and give that information to you. Now, in some closing remarks that we want to give, especially special thanks to these special people, because we're here on INCRadio, and this is because of the wonderful people who guide us and lead us in the church. So we're very thankful that we can speak about not only the things that we do, but the things that serve as our foundation, which is the words of our Almighty God as members of the Church of Christ. So special thanks to our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo Manalo. Another special thanks to our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Aranyo Manalo. Special thanks to our District Minister, Brother Jem H. Baitan, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Ador Apostol, along with our CFO Overseer, Brother Brandon Pacheco. But of course, special thanks to all of the ministers, ministerial workers, their families, the viewers and listeners tuning in and continuing supporting us here on INCRadio Hawaii Pacific. Thank you so much. We love you and we appreciate you. But it's already 10:40 p.m. We're 10 minutes overtime, and we're just so deep in conversation and we enjoy it. But that will do it for us this evening for INCRadio Hawaii Pacific. But next week, you're going to see us again. It's going to be a brand new show, brand new panel, and hopefully brand new hosts if you guys want to be hosts. Yes. Look, see, they're nodding. Ate went. But we shall see you again in another episode of INCRadio Hawaii Pacific. We shall see you later. Goodbye, a good night, and aloha. Wait. Bye. See, look, Priya's even waving in the back. Bye, everyone. Bye.
I'm still saying that.
We're still waiting. Bye. So, there you go. There's the after music. Bye, everyone. Wash your hands, brush your teeth, floss.